Good evening, everybody. I don't know who's in, who's out. I'm still testing, of course. I'm testing all the gadgets, testing what's supposed to be happening. We are supposed to go live on the Crash Clinic website. Something's gone wrong. There's always something when you're trying to, because we're trying to go out to quite a few sites today. We're trying to go out to, we're going to go YouTube Live, we're going to Facebook, and we're trying to go to LinkedIn as well, and our Crash Clinic website. So it's quite a few channels we're trying to push this out to. So we'll get there for the new year. I've got closer and closer every time. This was pretty good. I've got to be honest. I'm just going to quickly switch to the website because no, it says that the playback on our websites has been disabled by the video owner. Now I've got to work out, is that on YouTube or where it is? So I will find that. I'm going to end it on Crash Clinic, of course, because I don't think it's working anyway, which is a real big shame because it was I was hoping today was going to be just a fabulous new when you take a new step, a new leap forward, that's what it was supposed to be. So I am going to check in between now and the new year. So anyone trying to watch, it's over on YouTube and Facebook, I'm afraid, tonight. I will paste a copy of the video onto Crash Clinic, of course, though, and big apologies. We'll get there. We will get there. These are the early days, of course. And I thought tonight, hopefully, firstly, I hope everyone's had a great Christmas. Christmas is on its way out, as we know. We put a post up earlier. Santa is disappearing. Santa is going. But insurers still believe, don't make fun of them, that you can repair a car for £27.50 an hour. Oh, I hear you say. Crazy, I know. But anyway, that's something we can cover in the coming months. Guys and girls, the biggest thing we need to do, of course, at the moment is come together. And I'll tell you for why. First off, I wanted to let you know about a company, a little company, huge company, PLC. And the little story is about many years ago, insurance brokers, where we all used to insure our cars. There was thousands of them all over the UK. And what started to happen, and I know this personally, I've been in business for 32 years. I used to deal with lots of them. And I mean lots of them. And what started to happen was these brokers slowly started to disappear. They were being brought up by the bigger groups. Eventually, the bigger groups just bought more and more and more. And then a few people started to retire and ended up selling into these groups, even the guys who said they wouldn't. And what happened? The insurer groups became fewer and fewer. So in the middle of this, obviously there was somebody like myself, somebody like a lot of us independents that went, this is wrong. We can see something wrong going on here. So somebody set up something called Broker Direct. I'm talking a long time back now. Broker Direct is a huge PLC. And back in that day or that era, brokers were very worried about they were losing their power, they were losing their presence because these bigger groups were taking over. So there was lots of independent insurance brokers all over the UK very worried. And what happened is, very cleverly, Broker Direct, exactly like we're trying to do with Crash Clinic to become the repairer social network, brought everyone together. So all those independents that were worried, or people who had 2 or 3 shops, they brought them together and gave them the power. And today, I believe Broker Direct is a massive concern with masses of power, probably more power than most of the groups, because they came together. Oh, that picture was in the same. Look at that. Weird, isn't it? Was in the same. They came together. And obviously, it's become that big. They've got so much power within their industry. I believe it probably saved their industry, saved the little brokers, and it saved their businesses. They came together and became stronger. That's what we've got to do in the accident repair industry. And now is the time. We happen to know there is quite a few groups as well trying to come together in the repair industry. Are they going to take over? There's lots of changes coming in this industry. So that's my little story about Broker Direct. Many of you may know about it. Many of you don't. That's what happened. Broker Direct became out. And I believe there's a few other companies are like that now that are challenging Broker Direct. But they were the guys early on that came up with the concept, brought everyone together and created power to the little man. Power to the people. Who remembers that? What was that program? If you remember, Citizen Smith. Hey, I got it. If you're as old as me, you'll remember it. Anyway, great program. So that gave the power back to the independents. And that's what we've got to do now. We need to join together to become a bigger company, a bigger group to do something. So we're independent, but together. And that's what Broker Direct is. Broker Direct then went out and created the power for the group. And it was a fantastic concept. Still going strong today. As I say, it's a PLC. And it's helped the smaller brokers immensely. I believe that's what we've got to do today. So that's my little story to tell you why we need to do that. And secondly, I'm blown away and over the moon with the reception or the guys, you guys out there who are already joining. We only really launched this, I think it was the Christmas week. I decided I'm early because there's a few things not working, but I'm always very eager. If you know me, I want things done and I want it done yesterday. But that's how I am. And we need to do this ASAP. We can't be waiting. I've been trying to build this for probably over the last 2 years, and the last 6 months it started to get closer and closer. I've decided I'm just launching because we need to get together. We need to start doing things now. So for everybody who's joining, we have had, I think I only launched it the other week on LinkedIn, and we're already up to over 200 odd members, and it's growing very, very quickly, and people are starting to share it. Exactly what we need to be doing. Absolutely fabulous. And this is, of course, for the whole of the industry. If you're involved in the crash repair industry, whatever way, whether you're a work provider, an insurer, whether you are repairer group, work provider, parts supplier, service provider, anything to do with this industry. If you do flooring, if you do, whoever wants to sell into this industry, Crash Clinic's going to be great for you, because it's just the repair social network. So we're all in that industry. And I'll tell you why I've done this. I now, at the moment, I'm looking for my repair centre for some industrial units because I had the big arms in the shop. I've done all that years ago. Now they want some of these mobile stations because they're handier to have it together. I don't know what's the best one. I don't know where to find them. We normally phone our supplier. Which one's the best? We don't know. Now we're going to have somewhere where we go into an area and there will be millions of them, all different makes and models, and they'll be showing you how they work so you can find the one that suits your repair shop. Also, parts prices. This is another key thing for us at the moment where the benefits are going to come together of joining together. Whilst we're learning and whilst it's going to keep growing and getting better and better, you've got to bear with me on this, of course. It's not going to happen overnight. We're going to come together every Tuesday night. We're going to discuss the industry and we're going to try and bring up problems, bring up issues. We'll be listing them down and we'll be trying to find ways of making things better. I want to listen to you. This is your network. It's not my network. It's built for all of us. So I need your help. I funded the website. I funded an app. I'm going to try and I'm putting my time into doing this every Tuesday night. I need your help, guys. People who've joined in already, fantastic. And thank you very much. It's growing very quick, which I'm over the moon with. Really, really pleased with that. But there's also in the middle of this stuff that we can really help each other with already before we even get into the big, what I call the big nitty gritty stuff, the stuff that's really going to, help us and help us save our industries even. But we've got insurance. I have, my insurance is a fortune. Am I getting the best price? I don't know. Why don't I know? Because we don't talk. We don't share information together, guys. This time we did to help each other. It's like having a shop up the road. There's plenty of work in this industry for repairers. I'm sure there cannot be a repairer that's quiet at the moment. It is absolutely rammed. I'm led to believe that lots of body shops have gone bust. More body shops are going out of business again, which is a real shame. But we know why. We're going to cover all that in the coming year, of course. Let's not be one of those repairers. Let's join together and make sure we're not. Parts, discounts by brand. Years ago, we used to get lots of discounts all across the board. It used to be about 20% for everybody, everywhere. Slowly, it's got worse and worse and worse. I know that some you can't even get a discount. Some you can get 20%. Some you can get 5%. But who's got the best deal with what group? Even that can help us. But we don't share the information. We've got service contracts, maintenance contracts. Who's the best for that? HR. With so many things in a business that leak, and the money that we're sort of losing everywhere. We know the profit margins are narrow. So every little penny, every pound matters. So why don't we share that information together? Now we've got somewhere where we can. So I'm just trying to let you know that at the moment, I've got quick ideas that are going to help us, and I've got a longer plan that's going to help us. So obviously I need your help with that. We need to discuss everything. We need to discuss lots of issues, and I want your help on that, guys and girls. I'd like you to drop me an email. I'd like you to tell me if you want to come on and talk about an issue. If you've got something you know quite a lot about, then come on, help us. If you've got some horror stories, come and help us. Put them on the show. We're going to have these so we can look over these, time and time again. And I know there's going to be people who are going to be negative about this, but guys, what we have to remember is we've got to start somewhere. Broker directed, and now they're massive. So we need to do the same to protect our industry. It's changing more now, I believe, than it's ever going to in the history of repair centers, especially what's happening to cars and stuff. I've been here for 32 years and I've never seen so much changing. But in accident repair centers, for me, and it's heartfelt, of course, because I've had one for 32 years since I was 19. We're all awesome. What we do in this industry is phenomenal. The service we give, what we do to vehicles is phenomenal, but we're not appreciated, and it's time we are. So you've probably seen some nice pictures of, insurers with a whip and a load of. These are, in jest, quite a serious thing if you look at it. So guys and girls, I want you all to come together, and let's start it now. Once a week, only for an hour or so, maybe on a Tuesday night. It's not a lot to ask for us to try and help ourselves. So for all those who want the benefits and want to join in and want to make a difference, join me every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. I'll try and bring a new topic up every week. And the more I want people to join in, I want the chat room to go crazy. I want people to start asking things and, bringing things up for the following week. I want people on the show. I'd like to see 10 people on this screen all discussing the same thing and all, ideally looking for the same outcome, looking for something that's going to help us all. So I'm trying to give you an idea, of course, of what Crash Clinic is all about. I've put a lot of effort in. I've built the website. I've got an app coming out very soon as well. We haven't quite finished the website yet. So once that's finished and I've got all the gadgets and gizmos working, then we can start. We'll even be able to discuss on the go. And I want people, as you're going along, just put it on that main wall. There will always be a main wall. The free membership gives us access to that. Obviously, I need funding. I need help to sort of take this further. I funded everything at the moment. So I'm hoping that you guys are going to look at it and say, you know what, $39.99 a month. I'm going to help this cause because it's our future. What's that? 350 quid for the year. Big deal. It'll be the best money we've ever spent by coming together. That will give me money to put into this, to put into the whole thing, to grow it, to maybe put on a once a year or twice a year that we get together. So we actually get face to face and discuss things. My vision of what we're going to do is pretty huge, but I do need your help. And I know there's lots of great people out there. And there's lots of great people in this industry, and not just repairers. There's a lot of suppliers and other people who want to help in this industry. There's always going to be enemies. And that's why we've created Crash Clinic. Once you join up as a member, I will be checking you out to make sure you're real, because we got to have some secret chats as well, where just independents come together and talk about an issue, and we want everyone else out the equation. They will be going on because we need to discuss deeply what's going wrong with our industry, and secondly, how we can fix it. And some of those conversations will need to be private, so they won't be live on this show. And again, you won't find out about those if you don't join. So again, the sooner you join up, the sooner you're helping me. The free memberships are going up like crazy, which is over Christmas. Got to be honest, I didn't expect many. I just thought I'm going to get it out there because I've got a lot of work to do on the site as well. And obviously those memberships will help me get somebody on board to help me get this website to some sort of presence that we need. I even want your ideas for the website, but I'm going to need some help, of course. The quicker we all come together, show support for this, the quicker it will grow. So please help me, guys and girls. Let's make 2022 a great year, because I think it's going to be a very tough year anyway, because we've got the aftermath of COVID, and I believe that's going to come out in 2022. That's just my opinion, and that's without our industry. So we need to talk together. We need to try and get stronger together. Even if through next year, it might just be helping each other stay positive, because there is a bit of an aftermath that's coming. So I want to hear your ideas. Let's do this. There's a lot of clever people out there, guys and girls. I hope you agree with me. Even on these, comment on these on this video. Help me share it, and then I'd like to see some better, some better shows coming in the very near future. I don't want to be just me sitting here, trying to get you guys to join, because you should want to join. Like I said, I've started it, and I think we need to really give 2022 a big kick from all of us. So thank you so much for all the support, everyone who's already joining. It's really appreciated. It's your industry, it's my industry, so let's do this. We're having some fantastic, the memberships are going crazy, to be fair, which is great. I haven't even managed to sort out the emails back yet, because I want there to be a welcome email with other things in. It's a huge task I've taken on, I know that. So you're upgrading your membership will help me to do that faster. It's only going to benefit you. So I think you know that. I'm going to be explaining who I am over the next coming months, what impact I've had on the industry already, because obviously if you want someone to go along with, a lot of people will be out there going, oh yeah, I've heard it all before. We have heard it all before. And when I was 19, I went to, probably about 2021, I went to a show very early on, and a guy who's no longer with us, bless him, I went to a VBRA meeting, and the repairers all said they were going to stand together. I thought, fantastic. I was only a young lad. This is brilliant. This is just what we needed. Glad I've joined this. Anyway, it turns out that, yes, everyone was going to stand together. Guy got up, did some great speeches. And then within 2 or 3 months, everyone decided to stand together. And the guy who got up to do the speech undercut everybody. That was the last meeting I went to, because I realized very early on, if that's what this industry is about, how it looks after each other, that was just a bit of backstabbing. I've seen it in Dynasty on TV programs, but I thought, I don't want part of that. So from that day, I only ever worried about myself. But there is a lot I've done in this industry, and there's a lot I'm going to tell you that I have done, and tell you all about the stories. I'm not claiming to be any kind of genius, but yes, I've had quite a good impact. That's how I get my FIMI with the Institute of the Motor Industry. But there's a lot of guys out there a lot cleverer than me. So I want to bring us all together. I know we can do something about this. Thanks again for all your time, of course. It really is a year I think we should be really trying to stand together, and let's fight together, and let's make this happen. I was talking to a car dealership only last week, and it was really strange, because we were just having a chat in general, and he was on about even silly things like tires. They're making electric cars lighter. They're making these cars, there's not really a lot can go wrong with them. The engines are disappearing. They're having anti systems to stop the braking, because the cars are lighter and they're braking themselves already. The tires everything is going to be lasting longer. So you've got to think that the future is it bright? What can we do to make the future better? There's going to be a lot to, I know a lot of people are going out of business, but that's not the answer that we want. There's going to be a lot. This industry is in for some huge changes. So please, again, join me every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. It's only an hour. I'd like to see your support. You have to, at the moment, we've got to follow, because I can't go live on the website. I will get it there. But if you can obviously sign up to crashclinic.com, and then we can have Crash TV once a week. If you follow us at Crash Clinic on YouTube, you can watch the show there every Tuesday night. Or if you follow us on Facebook, Crash Clinic, you'll see on there. You can follow us live every Tuesday on there. Or you will see the show after. I think you can get it on my LinkedIn page, Darren Swan, Supreme. I think it's on that one. I'm going to try and switch it to Crash Clinic. So there's plenty of ways of watching it. If you need any help, just drop me a message and I'll send you how and where, so you can see it. But I want to hear from you guys. Let's try and make this a great 2021. I'm going to see you in the new year, of course. It's gone very, very quickly. Hope you've had a fantastic Christmas. And I obviously want you to have a fantastic new year. And let's come together and make it an even bigger and better new year.
Crash Clinic, the social network for independent repairers in the UK.
Let's talk about the industry. I've got to get that right. It's all back to front, isn't it? But anyway, take care, guys and girls. Have a great new year, and we'll see you in 2022. How about that? Wow. Take care. Thanks for watching. If you've watched and took the time to hear me rabbit it on. But let's make it from this is the last one. Let's make the rest really interesting. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh.